Hello, Westford! Changes are coming to the school's social sciences curriculum. A baby was born in Westford just as EMTs arrived, and we launch a new feature called BizBuzz. I'm Ira Keltz, and it's time for Westford Cat News. Before we get started, Westford, here's a news flash. Don't miss our float at the Apple Blossom Parade on May 12th. We've got giveaways and candy to remind you to subscribe to our free daily news publication at westfordcatnews.org. And if your civic or cultural organization has an event coming up, send the details to news@westfordcat.org. Assistant Superintendent Carrie Clary and two curriculum coordinators presented a plan to school committee members for the state-required overhaul of the social sciences curriculum. At the May 7th meeting, Clary said the state social studies standards are in draft form for educators to provide feedback. The new curriculum will be adopted in June, and Westford educators will revise the curriculum over the coming school year and the year that follows. Here's Clary.
That said, we understand that all students need to have some level of content fluency, so it's not that we're not teaching them the content, but really the emphasis around the skills that will be more beneficial to them in college, in career, and in everyday life.
Watch the entire school committee meeting at westfordcat.org. Zach Cataldo, a Sustainable Westford board member, updated selectmen on May 8th on the status of the farmers market. At last month's board meeting, selectmen and residents learned that the Westford Farmers Market has been canceled for this growing season. Here's Selectman Tom Clay asking Cataldo what caused the cancellation.
I was wondering if you could help us understand the particular challenge in just for planning going forward. Was it just hard to get the vendors to consider that to be a profitable location? Was the attendance dropping? What was the main driver that said this year is the year we got to say no?
Yeah, so farmers market to me is a community event, so it's got to make sense for the vendors. They've got to make money, but you also want to have things for kids and families and so forth. And so the hard part has been keeping the number of attendants high so that the vendors can make enough money. And the problem is weather is a huge factor. So if you get hit by, for some reason, some years we get Tuesdays just bad weather, and so you immediately lose a lot of revenue when that happens. So one of the things going forward I'd want to be considering is location maybe that's covered, so that we would be able to withstand, the summer rains. Also time. Tuesdays, we've heard from lots of our customers, is not the best time. So maybe we'd be looking at Saturdays or some other days. And we were kind of locked into Tuesdays from 2:30 to 6:30, which didn't work for everyone. Location is another factor. Lots of people said, as much as we love the town common, and I love it, but it has its challenges with traffic and parking. So going forward, if we could solve some of those problems, we might be able to get more attendance, which would help us get more vendors. Maybe working with the town, we'd be able to lower our vendor fees, which would mean that more vendors could join us. Also on Town Common, we were limited to the number of vendors, so maybe if we had a new location where we had the ability to have more vendors, shoppers love to have more choices, so if we had more vendors, we'd probably have more people coming.
Watch the entire Selectmen's meeting at westfordcat.org. And now for our feature story of the week. Fire Chief Joseph Targ called it a routine call, but for parents Kim and Ryan Fleming, it was anything but. Kim Fleming was 36 weeks pregnant on Sunday morning, May 6th, when she started having what she thought were false contractions. Fleming knew something was happening, so she woke up Ryan, who called 911. 2 ambulances, a fire truck, and a police car sped to their Nadmasset home. As the EMTs ran up the stairs at 2:35 a.m., the baby's head came out, and 15 seconds later, Kieran was born at 2:36 a.m., weighing 4 pounds, 13 ounces. Big sister Kaylee, age 7, woke up to join her family and meet her brother before he and their mother were whisked off to Lowell General Hospital. Fleming described Kieran as perfectly healthy for her preemie and couldn't express more gratitude to the public safety officials who rushed to her side this week. Police Captain Victor Neal said that officers provided care and comfort until Kim and Kieran were transported to the hospital. A notable weeping beech tree, coined by some as the arch tree because it hung over Main Street like an archway, was removed by the town last week for safety reasons. Homeowner Jill Toney said an arborist had recommended its removal. Toney characterized the inside of the tree's base as being sponge-like. She also said the base was rotting and the leaning tree trunk had a gap. The tree's removal prompted a discussion on Facebook by many who were familiar with the tree's unique shape and beauty. This week we introduce our newest feature, BizBuzz, a quick look at the ever-changing business climate in Westford. If you haven't been to McKay's hardware store lately, you may be unaware that it changed hands in mid-April. Scott McKay sold his business to Senneth Barrier of Acton. Barrier is the owner of 4 other Ace Hardware stores, including the one on Route 40 in Westford. Dale Brown, Barrier's general manager, said he met her 26 years ago when he began working at the Acton store at age 14. Brown said Barrier purchased the Acton store 2 decades ago and went on to buy the Route 40 store. Schwartz Ace Hardware in Newton and Tags Hardware in Cambridge as well. The 19th annual Westford Road Race took place on May 6th with about 600 registered runners taking part in the 5K and 10K road races and the Family Fun Run. The event is organized by the Westford Charitable Foundation, Incorporated, which has given almost $350,000 back to the community through the years. Doug Johnson, age 48 of Concord, won the 5K race in 18 minutes and 35.1 seconds. 15-year-old Angelina St. Paul of Westford placed first among women. Colin McGinn, age 16, won the 10K in 38 minutes, 3.9 seconds. And 37-year-old Mara Sullivan of Westford outran her female competitors for a first-place win among women. If you'd like to donate to the Westford Charitable Foundation, visit crowdrise.com. A behind-the-scenes icon is turning in his spreadsheets and ending more than 3 decades of service as the mastermind for the Kiwanis annual Apple Blossom Festival. Rick McNeil, who has organized the event since the early 80s, is retiring from the role and imparting his knowledge to others. This year's event began with the traditional carnival at the Abbott School on May 9th and is slated to continue through May 13th. The Apple Blossom Parade is set for Saturday, May 12th. McNeil told the Westford Eagle in 2015 that planning the event involved a 30 to 40-page document, a contact management database, hundreds of hours of preparation time, about 50 hours the week of the actual event. It also requires hundreds and hundreds of hours by a team of volunteers, he said. And with McNeil retiring, the festival is in jeopardy, said membership chairman Bo Budinger. The civic organization needs more volunteers to keep it going, he said. The group is looking to partner with another Westford organization or possibly have another group take it over. For contact information, you can go to westford.org/Kiwanis. McNeil was named Kiwanian of the Year in 2015. And Apple Blossom proceeds provide scholarships and financial support for student programs. Here's Town Manager Jody Ross with news from Town Hall.
Hi, I'm Jody Ross, your town manager. I went to a wonderful event last Saturday. It was the opening of the Westford Youth Softball League's opening day at the American Legion Fields. And I was very honored to be a part of the Cogliano family's dedication of a new playground that they made possible through a donation in honor of their mother, Audrey Cogliano. It was a great event. There are pictures on the town's Facebook page, and we're very thankful to the Coglianos for that generous donation. Speaking of events, the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail is opening now through Acton, almost to Concord, I believe, and there will be a ribbon cutting this Friday at the Acton location on Route 2A, or right off Route 2A. And if you want more information, go to the Bruce Freeman Rail Trail's website, but it'll be Friday at 3:45. We have the Apple Blossom Parade this weekend. I'm afraid I'm going to a wedding, not able to join, but the selectmen will be out there in force, and there will be the festival, and we're hoping for a beautiful spring day like today. The tax classification group, which has been looking at whether or not to recommend that Westford go to a split tax rate, will be meeting with the Board of Selectmen at their May 22nd meeting for an update and further direction. At that same meeting, we will have the Senior and Low Income and Disabled Tax Relief Committee reporting to the board. If you recall, we did not bring an article to the annual town meeting, but we will be bringing one to the special town meeting. So I urge you to look into or to tune into that meeting to get more information. One more thing coming up is our strategic planning retreat. I believe this is our 8th annual. We had almost 300 residents come last year. It will be at Kimball Farm on June 21st from 5:30 to 8. We discuss many important topics facing the town. This year's primary discussions will be on school safety, with the police department and the school superintendent's office participating. And the second topic will be on the new center building that the town is looking to build after the fire station is torn down. So I urge you to come June 21st, 5:30, and we have all this available on our website, so stay tuned. Thank you.
Kid-friendly brothers Bandito and Puma are 10-year-old short-hair cats looking for a home they can live in together. Here's Patty Stalker with more.
Double the pleasure, double the fun with these two affectionate and active 10-year-old brothers, available now for adoption at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's Shelter Marketing and Fundraising Manager Crystal Arnott with details.
Hi, I'm here today with Bandito, and he is a really beautiful orange and white domestic short hair cat. And he has a best friend named Puma, who didn't really want to come out of his cage to visit today. He's just taken a nap, so we're not going to bother him. But Bandito was ready for the limelight, so he's here today looking for a home. He's a really social, outgoing cat. He's super sweet and friendly. He loves treats, and he loves to snuggle with his brother Puma. He's incredibly gentle, and just really loves to be around people. He's social, he gets along with other cats, and he may do well with a very mellow dog. He and Puma lived previously with a Bichon Frise, and they were kind of bullies to the dog. So a dog that can handle a cat and make sure everyone knows that they get along would be fine. And they're super sweet, so kids would be great as well for both of them. As you can see, he's got a beautiful short coat here, orange and white. His friend Puma is all orange too. And they just are cuddle buddies. They love each other. Unfortunately, their owner had to move and couldn't take them with them. So they're here at the shelter just waiting for a new family to scoop the two of them up. As you can see, even though he's 10 years old, he's still very curious and will adventure and climb. He's very active. He loves toys. He loves to adventure around the house and climb. So he's, even though he's 10 years old, he's still quite the outgoing and active kitty. And he is also declawed in the front. If you're looking for a declawed pet. We certainly don't promote declawing, but we do occasionally get cats in here who have already been declawed. So if you're looking for a pet that is declawed, always check in with your local shelter.
Bandito and Puma are looking to be adopted together. If you'd like to learn more about them, or any of the other pets looking for a new home at the Lowell Humane Society, or if you'd like to volunteer, donate, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, visit their website at lowellhumanesociety.org. They're located at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. You can also find them on Facebook. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
Rika Sharma is here to tell you about the benefits of Triphala.
Hi everyone, I'm Rika Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for Westford Cat News. Today I'm going to talk about Triphala. Triphala is a natural detoxifier and is an excellent cleanser for the seasonal change. It helps to clear the blockage of the doshas or the elements by removing the stagnant toxin in the digestive tract. It helps in maintaining a good gut health, thereby reduces excessive weight. It improves blood circulation, skin health, reduces inflammation of joints and hormonal imbalance. It helps to enhance good scalp and hair texture by eliminating dandruff. Triphala powder can be used in hair mask, face mask or in tea also. Do not consume in pregnancy or lactation. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before consuming or applying. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
Well, the old saying, April showers bring May flowers, proved to be correct. The town is bursting with color this week, thanks to sunny days and warm temperatures that are helping us forget a cold, rainy April. Let's see what weather.com is predicting for this week. Westford Cat volunteer Betsy Alvarez is here with suggestions for things to do around town.
Thanks, Ira. The final concert of the season at the Paris Center for the Arts takes place on Sunday, May 20 at 4 p.m. when Westford native Bonnie Anderson collaborates with Chelmsford resident Shay Rudolph to perform sonorities of piano and cello by Beethoven and Chopin. The two will play Beethoven's Sonata No. 3 in A major and Chopin's Cello Sonata in G minor, Opus 65. For more information, visit westford.org/PCA. Also on Sunday, May 20th, the Rodenbush Community Center is offering a Heavenly Hydrangea course from 2 to 3 p.m. at Western Nurseries in Chelmsford. Celebrate the large blossoms of the hydrangea on your porch or deck for the summer. The cost includes the hydrangea plant, spillers, soil in a container. Registration is $59 per person. Purchase your ticket at rodenbush.org. The English Conversation Circle meets Tuesdays at the J.V. Fletcher Library from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. Non-native speakers can practice their English conversational skills and meet new friends in a relaxed and friendly environment. Registration is not required. If you have questions, please call Christina Liedberg at 978-399-2309. I am Betsy Alvarez, a Westford Cat volunteer. Back to you, Ira.
That's it for this week, Westford. We leave you with video of scenes of the Apple Blossom Carnival at the Abbott School.